So yeah, I think digital twins are going to change. I mean, I know they're going to change the U.S. DOT industry just because of, we're getting into this model centric deliverable. We're getting to model centric um, deliverables and requirements, and then you need a way of checking that. And that's the design side, is you have that ability through design review to be able to check that information, to be able to carry, just as Jared had mentioned, to be able to go through all the way through closeout, to be able to get those done. But the other part of it, though, is I think it goes into that common data environment that allows multiple people to access the information. And I think that's going to be the big transformation for the DOTs, at least in our world, just because, they don't have that now, and it's coming, and it's going to be kind of in my opinion, an easy way for them to get to that model centric and that common data environment, because it is fairly simple for them to use. It's coming from their authoring softwares. And then because it's an open format, you can have all kinds of different ways to access that information and get that data out. So that's kind of the way I see it. As I had mentioned before, I'm hoping it's not a 10-year cycle. I'm hoping it's, can quickly get here, because honestly, I'm tired of putting stuff on paper and putting stuff on 2D to get it to 3D, because I always thought it was ridiculous to put something on a paper that I could hand a contractor and have him go build. But as I said, it's still been doing it for 21 years, but that's just the way our industry is right now. But that's my comment.
Thanks, guys.
I think, to maybe to extend upon that, is it's the potential is endless. If you've got an evergreen digital asset, and use government organizations as an example, DOTs of that. As roads get added, as underground services get moved or upgraded, or that, they've got a live, evolving, breathing asset that they can monitor, they can gain analytics and insights to. There can be public engagement, because it enables all the animation and simulation aspects of it. The potential is endless, and the sooner and quicker that clients see that, and engineering service providers see that, to unlock potential, there's a lot of potential to unlock money savings that we can apply to other aspects and add value to the world, right? Coming back to manifesto moments, there's certainly an untapped potential there that can only bring value and gain to what man does here on Earth.
Couldn't agree more on that.
Yep. Just to close out from my thoughts, I'd echo both of what's already been said by Kevin and Jared. But I think some of the things that the digital twins are going to drive is really the change. It really is forcing change right down through the entire supply chain of delivering projects, whether they be metals projects or infrastructure projects or anything else. The impacts on the procurement supply chain, the vendors, the contractors, it really is endless about how far you really need to embrace a different way of delivering projects. And when it comes to delivering and then running facilities, or any type of infrastructure asset, the information that's now at people's fingertips to run, optimize, manage, and maintain those facilities, I think is going to be a game changer in really optimizing cash flow and delivering improvements eventually to the end users, which is us. But the other interesting thing we're seeing is the change it's making in the labour force. The ability to utilise countries from all over the world to deliver projects. That collaboration side. You're no longer driven by the constraints of boundaries, whether they be corporate boundaries or regional boundaries, or even I want to run my project and see all the faces of the people on my team. All of those boundaries are really being removed through the digital twin enablement. as well as the operations. We've got got projects that are looking at remote operating centres, so they can really minimise people in the field, and that has an enormous it is potentially game changing and endless. The possibilities if we continue down the path we're on, which is very exciting.
All right. Well, thank you, Andrew, Jared, and Kevin for your wonderful perspectives on digital twins and how they are helping change the industry.
No problem. Glad to help. Thanks for having me.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Dan. Thanks, Abbas.
Good to hear the thoughts of our industry leaders. So that was a great feedback for our users, other users as well.
If you found this video helpful, please give it a like. If you want to see more such series, consider subscribing to our channel. Thank you, and see you next time.